Hello guys, Houston here. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before jumping into the charts, don't forget to smash the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe as well. And let's do this. So, first things first for XRP. Let's take a look on the last candles. So in the last XRP update, I talked about this guy right here and how bearish it was. And by a matter of fact, we end up in a bear break. But this is not only about XRP. As you guys know, the whole market went down. So when people talk about, for example, oh, XRP, oh, Bitcoin, or Ethereum, no. Everything is related to what? To money and time. So when the time is right, the whole thing is going to happen, together. Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, the thing is going to be massive. So when the market's not ready, so for example, doesn't make sense waiting for the bull break when the market's not ready. And also doesn't make sense waiting for a bear break when the market's not ready. Okay, so we understand this and we are waiting patiently. And yeah, so now for the weekly, just a second, let's take a look first on volume. Oops, not this one. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so since March, yes, so we had raging volume, but back in the day here, we had ODL working non-stop on Bitstamp. Since the ODL changed, we didn't saw that volume again. But there is another interesting thing here to note. You guys can see the seller's pressure. It's not behaving like it was before. So this is like a 50% clue on the sellers is starting to give up. Okay, so it's like they are losing steam and momentum, because if they are in the right side for the smart money folks, they understand, they are, for example, shorting or selling close to the bottom. Okay, and they know doesn't make sense, for example, to sell, let's say, millions of XRP around this range if they know we can pop up right after. Okay, so it's not a wise move. And if we can see, they can see it as well. Okay, so we don't have raging volume from the sellers. So this is the weekly. We are going to close in 7 hours. So if we keep like this, it's going to be interesting. Okay, because despite XRP, so XRP went down, but so did Bitcoin and Ethereum. And Ethereum and Bitcoin had a vicious sell, but XRP wasn't so vicious. And this is another clue of how price is behaving around this range. So those are very little things that are very important. Okay, now let's take a look on the OBV. There is no big change, but just for the sake. Yeah, so this is so that's, we talked about this already, but it's always nice to come back and take a look again. So this is the size, actually not from here, sorry, from 2017. Yes. So this is the size of the bullish divergence, which is big. And especially now, so XRP still made it Okay, so this is when ODL changed right here. And as you guys can see, the bulls worked in an even bigger bullish divergence. As you guys can see here, if we use straight levels to address this, it's going to be more clear. Yes, second. Yes. So the size of the divergence, it's around it's close to $3 billion, and this is only for Bitstamp. Okay, so it's amazing to see such a thing. People who are bearish, people who are calling for new lows, and all that sad story. Uh, you guys know, right? So they are going to end up in the wrong side of history again, but not today. Okay, we understand this and respect the timing of the market. But yeah, so now let's take a closer look here. Because, oh, so I talked about in a post that XRP have a 50% scenario of a better picture, okay? And what will this be? So let's take a look here. And forgive me by my broken English. English is not my native language. Just 1 second. We're almost there. Okay. So this is exactly what we have right now. And I will tell you, the bullish scenario for XRP, it's something like this. Actually, we are talking about a specific scenario, okay? Because just for you guys to have an idea, from this range right here, we can end up with 18 plus different outcomes. Yes, yes. So this is why many people always end up wrong, because they try to nail a thing that their odds are like 1 against 15, 20, 18. Okay, so this is just a clue of yeah, those guys posting guesswork charts end up always wrong. So for this scenario, folks, what is the 50% bullish? Let's address this right now. By acknowledging this, you guys will be one step ahead if this plays out. If don't, we are going to look at the B scenario, okay? Just a second of our precious time. I am going to be quick here. Hold your hats and cool your jets. Oh, actually not plus, sorry. Second. Okay, so we are going to talk about a 50% chances for the bulls and a 50% for the bears. And guys, remember, the bears, they are not our enemies. They are our friends. And why? Because we need the bears. Just like the bears need the bulls need the bears. Most people become sad, or they don't like bears and they hate bears. They are our friends. We need it. Okay, so first we are going to talk about the bullish outcome. So I saw some folks calling for XRP bottom around this range right here. Okay, actually, this guy in particular, he's clueless and basically almost of the time is wrong. And I'm going to explain why it's unlikely for XRP to bottom at 21 cents. So Bitcoin just started going down. It just started, it's just the beginning. So let's take a look if I can mix this here. Just 1 second. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, so we have a possible, actually the price for Bitcoin, you guys can find in the left bar. And the price for XRP you guys can find here in the right bar. So right now we are going to talk about, just for this comparison, so you guys can have an understanding. Here on the left, there is a possible scenario for Bitcoin to go around 75665. It's a possible scenario. But okay. And so if Bitcoin are going to drop around $4,000, how much XRP is going to hold against all this fall on Bitcoin? So as you guys can see, the 21 range is too close. It's too close, and the chances to hold is like 0.5%. Okay, and also this kind of structure here, it's exotic. Okay, so very low chances to play out. But yeah, let's keep going. So for the bullish perspective, if XRP is able to protect from the previous low, we are going to have our higher low, and we need this guy in the bigger picture. And so who is the bigger picture? So this is the weekly chart. It looks like the 4-hour chart for some of you, but it's the weekly chart. So this is the bigger picture. Okay, we have more candles and things become clear. Okay, so people who are making technical analysis on 5, 15 minutes, 1-hour chart, it's irrelevant. By the end of the day, they will be wrong. Okay, so we are looking for the higher low in the bigger picture. It can be at 12 cents. Yes, it can be, and would be awesome. Awesome, 100% bullish. It can be like 14. Somewhat, yes. Not likely, but yes, would be awesome too. So remember folks, we are exchanging here a few cents because we are very close. Remember this. We are exchanging a few cents for a big potential move up. So some people are struggling about 1 cent, 2 cents. This is irrelevant. Okay? Yeah. So just for the sake of this example, let's say XRP actually SEP 21, then we go down heavily. So let's use this range here. Let me draw a box here for the better understanding. Just 1 second of your precious time. Okay, so just for the sake of this example, we draw the box. This is not resistance and support approach. I don't use this methodology. I don't trade support and resistance, okay? It's just for you guys to understand and properly read the levels of we are talking about. And another thing, the words I have been using, we need a change in the axis. You guys remember this, right? Which is, we go down and then we go up, changing XRP axis from a negative to positive. Okay, that's exactly, oh sorry, this is exactly the scenario we may have at hand soon. Okay, so let's finish this so we can talk about a bear outcome. Bullish, not bears, it's bear, sorry. Okay, and then we will need a validation, not confirmation. There is no such thing in technical analysis. We are looking for a properly validation based on math. Okay, so if this scenario plays out and we end up with this validation, XRP can make, oh just a second, let me show you right here. not this guy, this guy. Okay, so it is possible. It is possible. We only have 50% of the picture right now. Okay, so it is possible for XRP to reach this scenario again. Yes, it is going to be in a different way. And why? Back in the day, XRP went to this range. Just a second. Okay, coming from the bottom. Okay, and now what's happening? XRP is coming from the top. Yes, but the thing is, with a new low and aggressive bullish move inside this range, we can print a big bullish pattern, which is going to lead us from to a bottom reversal. And again, folks, this is not a bear market. Okay, this XRP is in a bull market, or a bull trend. Sorry, not a bull market, but also in a bull market. Sorry. So we may look for a similar scenario because this is contraction before expansion. This kind of behavior, it's natural in markets with low volatility. Okay? Because despite what people talk about, crypto market so volatile, it's so dangerous. No, it is not. Okay, it is not. This is it's like BS. And so, just a draw for to have an idea how this code played out, it would be something like this, and then bang, exactly like this. Or actually, I mean the behavior and not the price itself like this. Okay, I'm not trying to nail price. No, 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 no. Just talking about a possible scenario. This is a simple example. Okay. I saw some of you using my my draws to place your trades. You guys made two nice trades. But again, folks, this is just a example, okay? Stay safe always. Always shield your capital. Okay, so we just talked about a bullish outcome, which was this guy right here, right? So now we are going to talk about a possible bearish outcome, which is this scenario right here. So we have the previous bottom, and what is going to be a bearish outcome? How this can play out? How can this can happen? How we can measure a breach, a whole breach on the XRP bottom for this range? So, for example, let's say we end up with a straight down move. Actually, not a straight. You guys know the drill. Let me make a draw here. And then we go and we end up in a new low. So some people are scared, they are like afraid, but I will tell you, this is not the time to be afraid or in doubt. This is the time to start to becoming bullish. Again, people are bearish. That's the time for us to be bullish. As you guys saw in the previous weeks, I was the only bear that I saw on crypto Twitter. That I saw. I'm not saying that we don't have others, but people was making jokes and had fun of me. No problem. End up that I was right. Okay, so a new low. How we can address a new low? First, we need the breach, and then the new low. So this scenario here, folks, we already saw how interested the bulls are in these levels, especially, let me make this to the left so we don't mess up the chart. So it started here, and then we had a nice bull move right here, and then we had another one right here. So as we keep going down, we are starting to have more and more aggression from the bulls. And the thing is, the bears only can play out if they buy where? If they buy the dip and sell the tops. There are ways to measure this. That's how us, the bears, do our stuff. So they have to refill their positions. They can keep shorting forever. What happens when their bag goes empty? They have to go into the market again and buy again. And the bulls are aware of such things, just like the bears are aware of such things as well. So what is going to happen? Soon, the bears will have to fill their bags, will have to buy. Because nobody has an infinite supply of coins, right? And that's exactly the point when there is a clash between both bulls and bears. And that's also exactly when the bull traps and bear traps takes place. So for example, we end up with this kind of scenario. Let's say we end up with a new low. For me, it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing because we know right after we are going to see a lot of bullish activity. So I'm not really concerned about this, okay? So let's say the bulls jumping force right here, which they are going to do, especially at 10 and 9 cents. And then we go up. Bam, 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 boom. And let's say we end up with a lower high. Just like the previous one. This is going to be the moment people are going to say again, oh, you know, it's just another dead rally. We go up and then we go down again, and we go up and we go down, and this is it. And the smart bears, they are going to sell at previous ranges. Okay, most of them. Some will still have some firepower left, but the majority of the bears will be dry already. And this is going to be the kind of moment the bear trap can take place. And with such a moves like this, the bears will start to freak out. And I can say you this because I am a bear. I understand my place in nature. So when such moves happens, you know, I start to get worried. But yeah, that's how it is. Bulls and bears, we are all friends by the end of the day. We work together. And then, let's say just for the sake of this example, we go up. And this is going to be what? A big and fat bear trap. Okay? So we talked about a possible scenario for the bulls and a possible scenario for the bears. I believe we covered everything so far. If something changes or like a different scenario, I'm going to cover everything as well, okay? Just a second. Oh, let me clean this. Yeah. So let's take a quick look for the candles here on the weekly. Yes, which we covered before. 24 minutes already. I'm going to be quick here. Yeah. So we talked about rejection, how bad rejection always is, and people were calling for moon again. And yeah, so no bullish continuation, shooting star all the way bearish, the hammer, which was the second bullish attempt without bullish continuation, which end up in a very bad move, which was, let me see if I can take a zoom here. Yes, just a moment, please. So as you guys can see, this was a marginal higher high compared with the previous one, and this is not bullish at all. We talked about this also in the Champions Club too, day after day. And yeah, so here it's all that alpha and bearish behavior. And then we had a bull trap right here, just a second. So for now, forget this candle here. Let's look at this big cross right here, okay? So that's when we went down and then instantly rejected. So we went up again. And that's exactly where the folks who've been calling for moon before started to call for moon again, because they are never going to give up. They never are going to say, oh, I was wrong, you know. No, 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 no. They will always keep changing what they say and blah, 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 blah. And then we had this big bullish reaction without bullish continuation. And that's when price fades into the dust again. And we saw we had a small move up. This move right here, folks, it's exactly that one that I talked about, which played out 100% by the range and by the level you guys saw in the previous video. So now let's go into the 3 days. And we also said that some people would say this was a bull flag, and we call it out this wasn't. And yeah, so right now we have things to acknowledge outside the chart, which are strictly related to the chart right here, but it's a red one. And there is another one, just a second, which stands for SEP2. Okay, right here. So the first one that I was talking about for the harvest around SEP2, September 19 and September 21 played out. So the next move that we are expecting may happen or not. We are not looking to be accurate here. We are looking to be protected, right? It's something like this. I think so. Yes. So right now we are expecting for another bull rally, exactly for how many days? Just a second. 15 days. Yes, that's correct. We are looking for bullish activity for the next 15 days before bearish continuation, okay? And remember, folks, this is not about being right, being wrong. Oh yeah, I nailed this, I nailed that. No, no, no. We are looking to be safe and making profits in the way, okay? So there is no vanity when it comes down to this. And yes, let's go into the daily. Just 1 second. Okay, there is something here. There is no symmetry, but I'm going to show you. But on the 4-hour chart, because it's more clear. And let's take a look here. So right now, XRP doesn't have the symmetry, but we have the nature. So it is going to play out, but it can be, probably is not going to be a accurate move by the cents, okay? So what we are talking about? We are talking about this. This kind of behavior, it's not. So like I said, there is no symmetry here, okay? And I really don't like this kind of gap in price or this range so tight. Okay? As you guys can see, there is a lot of empty space here that is going to be filled, not everything, but a small portion of it. And the XRP should have a better move, especially around these levels. Okay, so this is also a sign of weakness because the small bounces are very weak. They can't hold, they can last for the decent period of time. Okay, but again, the nature here is it is not a perfect falling wedge, but it has the nature, and very likely because we are waiting for a move on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not ready yet, it's going to be soon. So this structure here, in my humble opinion, like I said, without symmetry, there is no way to be accurate, okay? So it will comes down to my experience, what I can feel and read in the chart. We are going to read what is written. That's how it works. In my humble opinion, we are going to probably end up with a small bear break before we make a big move up. But again, remember folks, September 19 and 19 and 21, it's key dates to look at, okay? The harvest is not over and the autumn is about to arrive. So have this in mind, okay? I believe I covered everything. You guys know the drill, this is not financial advice. This is not a call. You guys know I don't share calls on Twitter. But yeah, so this is my 2 cents for now. And let's take another closer look here. Just one more. I'm a little bit curious. Oh yes. Okay, so as you guys can see, we're still playing out with the same kind of behavior. And the nature doesn't lie. We need a small bull rally before the bears take over again. Okay, so yeah folks, this is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this analysis can help you in some way, or maybe improve your trading setup, or help you in some way. So really thanks for your support, thanks for your time, thanks for your patience, and remember, stay safe. Protection comes first. Shield your capital, okay? And yeah, thanks again. Have a great day or a great night, and I will see you guys soon. See ya.